Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our Mortgage Fraud Defense Lawyer in Missouri website page. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you better understand our services and protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with mortgage fraud in the state of Missouri, we can help. Don't face the state and court system alone during your mortgage fraud charge. Contact one of our Missouri mortgage fraud defense lawyers today at 314-900-HELP to protect your rights and future. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all mortgage fraud defense cases with confidential care and understanding. We are not here to judge you. We believe that everyone in Missouri, regardless of the crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their legal rights protected. With that being said, let's discuss hiring our mortgage fraud defense lawyers in Missouri and setting up a free consultation with our attorneys. Mortgage fraud defense lawyers in Missouri. If you've been accused of mortgage fraud in Missouri, your future, freedom, and financial standing are at serious risk. At Combs Waterkotte, we defend individuals and professionals in high-stakes real estate fraud cases at both the state and federal level. Whether you're a homeowner, investor, broker, or title agent, we have the tools, trial experience, and strategic insight to protect your rights and aggressively fight the charges against you. Mortgage fraud lawyer in Missouri. Mortgage fraud is a serious federal or state offense that can result in steep fines, prison time, and long-term damage to your personal and professional life. If you're under investigation or have been charged, don't wait. At Combs Waterkotte, our white-collar defense attorneys know how these cases are prosecuted, and more importantly, how to dismantle them. With decades of experience and a reputation for trial readiness, we're here to fight aggressively for your freedom and your future. If you've been accused, arrested, or charged, call 314-900-HELP or contact us online now to speak with a Missouri mortgage fraud lawyer during a free, confidential consultation. What qualifies as mortgage fraud in Missouri? The FBI defines mortgage fraud as a material misstatement, misrepresentation, or omission in connection with a real estate transaction relied on by one or more parties. In plain terms, when the FBI is investigating, it's a federal crime, and one that prosecutors pursue aggressively. Under Missouri law, even minor misstatements can result in serious consequences if they impact the outcome of a loan or property transfer. If you're under investigation or already charged, you need an experienced fraud defense attorney who knows how to push back hard, fast, and effectively. At Combs Waterkotte, we help clients across Missouri defend against every kind of mortgage fraud scheme, including foreclosure rescue scams, promising to save someone's home from foreclosure while quietly stripping equity or hijacking the deed. Loan modification, fraud, falsifying documents or making misleading claims to get more favorable terms, or being accused of doing so by a lender or the government. Illegal property flipping, buying, inflating, and reselling properties with false appraisals or phony improvements to extract profits fraudulently. Builder bailouts, coordinated efforts involving appraisers, brokers, and settlement agents to prop up failing developments through fraudulent transactions. Equity, skimming, and stripping, targeting distressed homeowners with predatory leaseback deals or false promises of relief, often resulting in foreclosure anyway. Silent seconds, taking out a second loan that goes undisclosed to the primary lender, violating federal mortgage laws and underwriting guidelines. Reverse mortgage fraud, misusing home equity conversion mortgages. HECMs, outside of permitted legal frameworks, especially for older homeowners. Commercial mortgage fraud, manipulating valuations, income data, or lease agreements to qualify for or enhance large-scale business loans. Air loans, fabricated borrowers, non-existent collateral, or completely fictitious mortgage transactions orchestrated by unscrupulous brokers or insiders. No matter the accusation, federal investigators are building their case with financial records, phone logs, wire transfers, and witness testimony. Don't give them a head start. Work with a firm that knows the playbook and how to beat it. Call 314-900-HELP or contact us now for a free, confidential consultation with a Missouri mortgage fraud lawyer who's ready to defend your future. Penalties for mortgage fraud in Missouri. Mortgage fraud charges in Missouri may be brought under both state and federal law, and the penalties are harsh. At the federal level, most cases are prosecuted under mail fraud, wire fraud, or bank fraud statutes. The consequences can include federal prison sentences of up to 30 years per count, fines up to $1 million, asset forfeiture of property or gains related to the offense, restitution to financial institutions or victims, a permanent felony record, and serious damage to your career and reputation. Mortgage fraud is frequently tried in the Eastern or Western District Courts of Missouri, located in St. Louis and Kansas City. These federal courts have vast resources and experienced prosecutors dedicated to white-collar cases. You need a defense team that knows how to navigate that environment and fight back effectively. How do you fight mortgage fraud in Missouri? You hire Combs Waterkotte, and we get to work. Mortgage fraud cases are often complex and document-heavy. Our defense starts by examining every detail of your case, from loan applications to communications with brokers or underwriters, to find inconsistencies, weaknesses, and points of leverage. Our approach may include challenging the prosecution's proof of intent to defraud, demonstrating honest mistakes, misunderstandings, or reliance on others' information, asserting lack of material impact on the loan decision, disputing the admissibility of documents or electronic evidence, negotiating to reduce charges or penalties, preparing for trial with strategic litigation planning. Why hire Combs Waterkotte for mortgage fraud defense in Missouri? Not all criminal defense firms are equipped to handle both state and federal white-collar litigation. At Combs Waterkotte, we bring more than 50 years of combined experience in complex financial crime defense, trial-tested attorneys, including former prosecutors, in-house resources and partnerships with forensic accountants, appraisers, and industry experts, personalized defense strategies built around your unique case, deep knowledge of the Missouri federal courts and U.S. attorneys' tactics. We understand that your life, your family, and your future are on the line, and we treat your case with the urgency and care it deserves. Call us now at 314-900-HELP or reach out online. How a Missouri mortgage fraud lawyer can help. At Combs Waterkotte, we understand how easily people can be swept up in complex real estate investigations, even when they did nothing wrong. Whether the allegation stems from a misunderstanding, regulatory issue, or a third-party scheme, we treat every case with urgency and precision. Our Missouri mortgage fraud lawyers analyze all relevant documents, communications, and financial trails, and work with forensic accountants when needed. Our goal is to disprove criminal intent and keep you out of prison. What can happen if you don't hire Combs Waterkotte for your mortgage fraud defense? Years in federal prison. Federal sentences can be severe, especially for fraud involving financial institutions. Asset seizure. You risk forfeiture of homes, income, or investments. Permanent felony record. A conviction can bar you from housing, jobs, and professional licenses. Missed defense opportunities. Only experienced counsel can spot procedural errors or challenge weak evidence. Unfair sentencing. Without skilled advocacy, judges may impose maximum terms. Loss of licensure. Brokers, agents, and lenders may lose professional licenses permanently. Damaged reputation. Public fraud charges are difficult to recover from without a win. Overwhelming legal burden. We take the pressure off your shoulders so you can focus on moving forward. Our client-centered approach to mortgage fraud defense in Missouri. We don't just defend cases, we advocate for our clients. We understand that being accused of mortgage fraud is stressful, overwhelming, and deeply personal. That's why our attorneys provide more than just legal counsel. We offer strategic guidance, transparent communication, and compassion every step of the way. You deserve a defense team that treats you like a person, not a case file. From the moment you reach out, you'll notice the difference in how we work. We listen first. Before building a defense, we take time to understand your side of the story, your concerns, and your goals. We keep you informed. No confusing legal jargon or surprise updates. We make sure you know what's happening and why at every stage. We tailor our strategy. Every mortgage fraud case is unique. We build custom defenses that reflect the specifics of your transaction, documentation, and allegations. We're always available 24/7. Our attorneys and staff are responsive, supportive, and committed to making you feel confident, not confused, about what's next. Resources to match federal prosecutors in Missouri mortgage fraud cases. Mortgage fraud cases are often built by large investigative teams with access to banks of digital records, forensic accountants, and expert witnesses. You need a law firm with the tools and the team to fight back. When your opponent is the federal government, you can't afford to be outmatched. With Combs Waterkotte, you never will be. We bring serious resources to every white-collar defense case, including access to financial and mortgage fraud experts, our network of former regulators, auditors, and compliance specialists can spot flaws in the government's case. Trial readiness from day one. Whether we're negotiating or preparing for court, we plan as if every case will go to trial, and we win accordingly. Technological tools. From data analysis to document reconstruction, we leverage advanced technology to uncover the truth and build a smarter defense. Contact a Missouri mortgage fraud lawyer today. Mortgage fraud charges can destroy your financial future and your freedom. You don't have to face them alone. At Combs Waterkotte, we aggressively defend clients against white-collar crime allegations in both state and federal court. Whether you're being investigated or already charged, our team will fight to protect your rights and resolve your case as favorably as possible. Contact us online or call 314-900. Help now for a free, no-obligation consultation.